2025, it's now explicitly possible to be a founder on H1B. So I started the entity, I had a co-founder, and in 2024, I jumped full time. I was wholly sponsored by my own company. And then later in 2024, I was following my EB1 path. I also received my green card. 14 years overall, I would say is that ultimately the last 3 years, I felt like I was more or less able to control my destiny. Okay, so what is this change I'm talking about? And what did I do to get to my own sponsorship? When you start your company, first thing to understand is even if you're an F1 student, you can be an owner of an entity in US. In fact, you don't even have to be in the country to be an owner of an entity. You can start a Delaware C corporation from anywhere in the world. That's what Delaware allows you to do. The C corporation is made so that you can have an entity in US because you're going to pay taxes, and that's great, right? It's a win-win for the country. So you can be a founder. The compliance issues for H1B and other visas will come in is can you actively work for it? Because to actively work for an entity, you need explicit authorization, which is the H1B visa. Now, to get an H1B, USCIS has, a bunch of rules. The biggest one that causes a hurdle to sponsor an H1B is, let's say I start a company, I had to prove that somebody is able to fire me. So there needs to be an employer-employee relationship. In other words, H1B requires you not to have, let's say, veto powers in a company. So if I have majority shares or if I have 100% shares in a company, I pretty much have the veto powers there. And that's not something that USCIS wanted to see in the past. You would get around that is you would create a set of board of directors, you would have a co-founder, and the board of directors have the power to fire you. So you will create a structure in a way that makes you H1B compliant. The good news is since Jan 2025, they have a new rule that explicitly states that now founder H1Bs can be 100% owner of an entity. So that's just great. And earlier, they never mentioned in their legal terms about being a founder on H1B or owning an entity. So it was always assumed we don't know what's going to happen. It's a gray area or not. But now they give you an 18-month visa being a founder on H1B, owning an entity.